What if I told you that everything you see, everything you believe, even the life you think you're living, is not what it seems? That the world you wake up to each morning might just be a dream wearing the mask of reality. For a moment, forget what you know. Forget what you've been taught. Look around you, the walls, the people, the noise, the chaos. All of it feels real, doesn't it? But here's the terrifying truth. Reality, as you know it, is not out there. It's in here. Every color you see, every sound you hear, every memory you hold, exists not in the world, but in the theater of your mind. You are not experiencing reality itself. You are experiencing your mind's version of it. Since birth, your senses, culture, emotions, and beliefs have quietly programmed your perception, building an invisible prison of familiarity you call truth. You've mistaken comfort for clarity, and illusion for understanding. But deep down, a part of you has always felt it, hasn't it? That subtle whisper that says, something isn't right. That maybe, just maybe, the life you're living is not the whole story. In this video, we're going to go beyond the surface of perception, to question everything you've ever believed about existence, truth, and consciousness itself. Because if your mind can create a lie convincing enough to live in, then what does it mean to truly wake up? Stay till the end. Because what you're about to discover might just shatter everything you thought was real, and reveal the truth you've always known, but were too afraid to see. Science tells us that your eyes don't actually see the world. They receive fragments of light, vibrations of energy. Your brain interprets these fragments, edits them, colors them, and creates an image that feels real. But the question is, real for who? Neuroscientists call it the predictive brain, a biological illusionist that constantly guesses what reality should look like. What you call seeing is not pure perception, it's interpretation. And interpretation is shaped by belief. Ancient mystics knew this long before modern science confirmed it. The Upanishads declared, the world is a projection of the mind. When the mind is still, the illusion dissolves. Think about that. The same truth, spoken across millennia, from the meditation halls of India to the neural labs of today. Your mind doesn't reflect reality. It constructs it. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, filters your perception like a lens over the eye of consciousness. When you're angry, the world looks hostile. When you're in love, it glows with beauty. But the world didn't change, you did. Quantum physics hints at the same mystery. At the subatomic level, reality doesn't even exist until it's observed. Particles behave differently depending on whether someone is watching. So what, then, is real? Is the universe responding to your awareness? Or are you the universe becoming aware of itself? We are taught to believe that truth is outside us, in matter, in data, in physical form. But both ancient sages and modern physicists whisper the same paradox. Observer and observed are not two, they are one. Every person lives in a private version of reality. Your upbringing, your memories, your traumas, all shape the lens through which you see the world. Two people can stand in the same room and inhabit entirely different universes. Psychologists call this cognitive bias. Spiritual masters call it Maya, the veil of illusion. The names differ, but the essence is the same. You are not seeing life as it is. You are seeing life as your mind allows it to be. And here lies the silent tragedy of the human condition. We confuse our perception for truth. We defend our illusions as if they were sacred. We cling to stories about who we are, stories built from memory, emotion, and fear, forgetting that every story is only a shadow of what's real. The Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." And neuroscience agrees. Every repeated thought rewires your brain. strengthening pathways that define how you see reality. Your brain doesn't distinguish between imagination and fact. It simply adapts to the story you feed it. So ask yourself, what story are you living in right now? The moment you begin to question that story, something profound happens. Awareness awakens. And when awareness awakens, the illusion begins to crack. That's why true awakening is not about discovering new facts. It's about seeing through old lies. You were never meant to live trapped inside a thought-constructed world. You are consciousness, the vast space in which all experiences appear and disappear. The same awareness that animates every star, every mind, every heartbeat in existence. When the illusion falls away, reality doesn't disappear. It becomes clearer, more alive, more whole. So, if reality is not what you think it is, then who are you beyond what you think? Now, pause for a moment and let this sink in. Everything you thought was reality, the rules, the boundaries, the certainties, was filtered through the lens of your mind. Your perceptions, your memories, your emotions, they are not the world itself, but the world as your mind allows it to be. And here lies the paradox. The more tightly you cling to what you think is true, the further you drift from what is. But this is not a message of despair. It is an invitation, a call to awaken. Because the moment you begin to question, to observe without judgment, to step beyond the shadows of your own mental constructs, something extraordinary happens. You start to see reality, not as your mind wants it to be, but as it truly is. Ancient sages and modern scientists converge on this truth. The world is a reflection of consciousness itself. Reality is not something we passively experience, it is something we co-create. The choice is yours, to remain comfortable in the familiar lie, or to step into the unknown truth, where every thought, every perception, every heartbeat becomes a doorway to deeper understanding. So ask yourself, who are you beneath the stories, beneath the beliefs, beneath the illusions? And what would your life become if you truly saw the world as it is, not as you were conditioned to see it? This is the beginning of awakening. The journey is not easy. It is not instantaneous, but it is profoundly real. If this message stirred something within you, if it awakened even the smallest flicker of curiosity, then take that spark and explore it. Question everything. Observe deeply. And remember, reality is not what you think it is. It's a hidden ocean, vast, mysterious, and breathtakingly beautiful, waiting for you to awaken. Join me on this journey of remembrance, of uncovering the truth that lies beneath the illusion. Hit subscribe, and let's walk this path together, beyond thought, beyond fear, into the heart of what's real. Because awakening isn't the end, it's the beginning of truly seeing.